Hi, we are showing a full wig tutorial today. So I just want to start by showing you all the products that I have on hand that I'm going to need. So the first one are larger bobby pins. They're wig pins. You can get these on Amazon. I get them at Sally Beauty Supply. I bought like a giant thing of them for a couple dollars. It wasn't too horribly expensive. So you're going to need these. You're going to need at least 3 ponytail holders. Let's see here. You're going to need a donut, at least one. I have some hair clips just to hold poof hair out of the way. I need that. You are going to need a hair brush. I have a teasing brush. I have a rat tail comb, and I have an old school topsy tail that works for me to loop the hair through, and I'll show you how to use this. But if you have something like this, it comes in handy. All right, Michaela, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to separate the hair out, and let's use this. Can I have you hold that? Mm-hmm. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out the pieces of hair that are going in the poof. So I am just gonna look at Michaela's head, and from eyebrow to eyebrow, I'm going to take just a small section in the front, and we're gonna section this off. And this is going to become the poof in front of the wig. So you can check that out. And this is where my handy clip comes in hand. And I just try to roll this up out of their way so it's not in their face. Okay, so that's out of the way. So the second step, we're going to section. I take from right in front of the ear, and we're going to do that on the other side and come up on the top of the head, like up to the top of the crown. Let's see here. I just use my fingers. So I will show you how this sections off. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't want to pull that hair. So we are looking for a bun, a ponytail, a connection point on the very top of the head to hold this wig on. So hopefully that makes sense. So I will put this in a ponytail, and then we will turn it into a bun. How you doing, Kayla? Good. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna have you just put your chin up because I wanna make sure this is up high enough on your head so it doesn't, the weight of this full wig is gonna be a little bit heavier than you're used to. So we wanna make sure that this is up nice and tall on your head, okay? I'm not gonna do this too tight. Normally when I do my daughters, I put this around 4 times just to make sure this ponytail is very tight because we don't want that to move throughout the day. So we've got that sectioned off. And in the back, all we're going to do is section down the middle and make 2 little ponytails back here. And we'll show you how I do my daughters. You can do these with little buns, but you're gonna have a lot of bobby pins throughout this wig. So I try to minimize the bobby pins. So what I do is when I pull that ponytail through, I only pull it halfway and I leave that tail up. Does that make sense? Hopefully to all of you. So I'm gonna do the other side. Switch these sides. I don't wanna get this all tangled because I don't want it to be uncomfortable. You could pull the ponytail through, twist this into a bun, stick a bobby pin in it, and that's totally fine. However it works for your daughter is great. I find this is easier and it just uses less pins because the pins for our family are what we complain about. So I leave the tail up and just pull it through like that. So the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna put the donut on. This is where I use my super handy topsy tail. So I put the donut over top of this ponytail, and I'm gonna loop her hair back through the donut. It just helps to anchor it on. So all I do is I pull this up through, and if your hair's long enough, you can pull it through again. So this helps to anchor the donut onto the top of the head. Okay, so that's where we are there. At this point, I take a couple of these large bun wig clips and I clip the donut onto the top of the head. So we are securing the donut onto the top of the head so that it stays there and can hold the wig in place. So I just do a couple of these through the donut and the hair. So we're locking this onto the head. Is that right? Your ponytail, I don't want to hurt you. Is that okay? All right, so that's pretty secure on top of the head there. Next up is going to be your poof. So we have our teasing brush, and I just section off a tiny bit of hair, and then you're just going to tease, back tease, till you've got a decent amount of teased hair. I pull the next section. Oops, I think I've got a big section there. Back tease. Try to get the teasing down by the scalp. Makes the poof a little easier. We'll do one more section. Chin up just a little bit more, babe. Thanks. Hanging in there? Okay, good. Okay. And then we grab two. These can just be regular bobby pins. I'll show you how we do. I guess I should have found the regular bobby pins first. You also need regular bobby pins. There we go. Dig through the box. So 1 and 2. Okay. So this poof, I usually try to do it from the front. It works better for me that way. Get all your hair in here. So I kind of smooth it. And I just fold it over my finger and fold that down, and I just take this bobby pin and I pin the hair to the head right here. Then I take a second bobby pin, come from the other side, and I cross it right there. I'll let you get, can you see it? Okay, so you can kind of smooth this, spray it. This is gonna require spray. Glue that in place. And then I just take the tail, wrap it around this donut. And I can stick, if my daughter's gonna be dancing a long time, I'll stick a pin in there just to hold that in so it's not flopping out. So that is all the prep work for the wig. So now we can put the wig on. Get this beautiful wig, Michaela. And I'm just gonna put your tag right here. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. So for me, I have found it is easier for my daughter to put the front on first. Some people put the back on first and then bring it up to the front. I feel like you just kind of have to play with that and see what works for your family. So we take these teeth and we are coming right under this donut and trying not to pull our poof out. So I'm basically taking these teeth, sticking them in right there, and just pushing them back under that donut. How's that feel? All right? Great. So what I do now is I reach up under here, and there are teeth on the bottom of the wig, and I flip them out. I grab my two little ponytails that are under here, and I am clipping under the ponytails and pulling this comb up from the bottom. Like that. Okay, so now your combs are connected. It's beautiful. How's that feel? Good, okay. At this point, you need to kind of adjust the wig and balance it, bring it forward on her head a little bit. So inside the wig are elastic strips. I should have shown those, but I can show them when you take it off. There are elastic strips inside the wig. So what we do is we kind of reach in here and pull the crown of the wig forward on her head. See how I've got this? I'm gonna pull it forward. You can kind of see these elastic strips in here. They're all through the wig. So I basically find a strip and I'm gonna pin this to her head so that it's pulling the wig forward on her. Excuse me, I'll come around this way. So again, on this side, I'm gonna grab the crown of the wig and I'm gonna pull it forward towards her face. Try to hold your head still. Fight against me pulling on you. How's that sound? And then I'm going to find an elastic piece in here, right here. There you go, you can see it. Right there. And you can pin that to the head, and that should hold the wig forward. You can do that all throughout. I usually put a couple into the donut, a couple of those big pins into the donut, and I will put a couple around the back of her head, like right through here, to pin the wig onto the head. Then as necessary, you can pull some hair forward and just pin it if you want it to be more forward, closer to the face. All right, Michaela, now we're gonna do your crown. And then you're almost finished. Let's find some little bobby pins. And we can just do a couple big ones. Okay, so we have the crown, and the crown has little elastic tabs on the back of it. So you're going to use these tabs and you're gonna pin onto your dancer's hair. So this one is going to get pinned right here on the wig. These tabs might be in different places on your crown, so just kind of figure out where they are. We just want to make sure that's centered and it's going behind the poof and in front of the wig. And then these bigger wig pins actually work well for the sides. It helps to hold it in, and I kind of try to put them down into the side and into that donut under there. The donut's pretty handy because you've pinned it to their head, so it's pretty secure. So it's a good thing to anchor to. And then we do the same on this side. We'll get through the loop, and then we'll pin it back this way. And then we just want to make sure you're centered. There you go. Ta-da! Finished full wig. Great job. Thank you.